China has been growing fast in the economic world and became the second largest economy of the world in no time. But the rivalry and competition of power might cost it a setback. Now, China might be setting foot into an era of economic uncertainty as a democratic world doubles down efforts to prevent Beijing from launching a military offensive against Taiwan. China claims Taiwan to be a part of the larger motherland, and Xi Jinping has not ruled out the force to ensure the reunification of the elimination. Any Chinese military action against Taiwan will upend the strategic realities that currently exist throughout the Indo-Pacific. It will be a wake-up call for the countries in the region that the good times are over. For this, they look upon the help of superpower and the biggest competitor of China, the US. What is the plan of the US to contain China? To prevent China from invading Taiwan, the United States of America is preparing a package of economic sanctions. According to Reuters, the United States is considering options for a sanctions package against China from invading Taiwan. Deliberations, whilst the content and scope of such a package are still on the table. The White House is currently focused on getting countries on the same page, including coordinating between Europe and Asia. At the same time, it wants to avoid provoking Beijing. Meanwhile, Taiwan is also lobbying Europe to begin preparing to sanction China. How would it affect China and other countries? If the West were to mimic the action that has been taken against Russia for its invasion of Ukraine and follow a similar course over China, the global repercussions could be tremendous. China is intertwined with the global economy in a rather complex manner. Its economic interactions with countries around the world are far more than what Russia's interactions were prior to the invasion of Ukraine. That means the effect of Western sanctions on China will be much more pronounced for the communist nation as well as for the world. China begins to be blocked out of the global financial systems, getting deprived of critical technologies and commodities, and its exports being targeted could very well cripple the country's economy. Can China be stopped? The threat of sanctions was not able to stop Russia from invading Ukraine. In fact, the outcome of sanctions on Russia might just prove to be an incentive for China to press on with its military plan against Taiwan. China, though, owes all its success to its economy. China can learn from the scenario and can get itself prepared for the tough situation. It will naturally take the threats of sanctions much more seriously because sanctions could hark China's economy back by decades. On the other hand, the country's dream of replacing the US as the world's largest economy will be shattered. A diminished economy would also greatly reduce China's strategic heft, definitely around the world, but more importantly, in the Indo-Pacific. If not prepared well, China's economy can be brought to a grinding halt. It is also possible that the threat of sanctions might postpone Beijing's plans for Taiwan. China might have just begun concentrating its energies towards decoupling from the global economy, especially from the West. That would entail focusing on self-reliance and de-dollarization. Although it might take years, but it seems China is already working on it. Will China wait that long to get a hold of Taiwan? It's too soon to predict. Do you think sanctions will deter China? Do let us know in the comments. For more videos and updates, subscribe to our channel.